We are already alive, my dear.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would like to thank everybody that is joining us now. I am Vera Faria, and I am so absolutely delighted to receive and to interview my beautiful soul sister from Italy, Elena Chiari. Elena, thank you so much.
Thank you, Vera. Thank you so much to you for this invitation. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. I can see you already in Facebook, on Facebook. So we are on Facebook Live now. So if somebody who is eventually starting watching us, if someone wants to say hi, to say hello, and if you would like to share in your Facebook page, please, Elena.
Yeah, I have already done. And
Great.
Also Italian people are online with this.
Wonderful. Ciao, ciao, Bella Italia. Ciao. Much love to you from Portugal. Much love to you. And we are in times of change. We have to sustain and maintain hope. And we have to recreate and reinforce the new vision with more clarity and fiercely to our future, right? So, Elena, where are you in Italy?
Yeah, I'm in Florence, actually in Fiesole. It's a hill close to Florence, in a very beautiful place.
Wonderful.
Very grateful to this, and thank you for inviting me. I'm very grateful and excited to be here and to sustain, to support this cycle of soul sisters all around the world and between Italy and Portugal. And
yes. Thank you so much. Yes, Elena?
Portugal is so close to my heart that the video that we will be shown has been also translated with subtitles in Portuguese language.
Yes, it is true. I have posted below your wonderful video with in Portuguese subtitles and also in English subtitles because everybody needs to see the video. It's so beautiful. It's very moving. It moved me into tears when I saw it more than once. It's everything. It captured the essence of your soul, which is Bellissima Diva, and it is perfect. So congratulations, Elena. Congratulations.
It's a letter of love from my heart to all soul sisters all around the world.
And it is remarkable. It is beautiful. The music, the image, your words, your testimonial, everything is beautiful. And it's a wonderful mirror. It's a wonderful narrative of Bellissima Diva. So, my dear Elena, what is Bellissima Diva? How did it born?
The video is the introduction of my book. And that is also an ebook in Italian and English that is called Bellissima Diva, The Birth. And it describes the book, my story, that is a story of rebirth of me, of myself. And it shows the possibility that it is possible to live the abundant life that you truly desire in your heart.
Yes.
By embracing your Bellissima Diva. Bellissima is the Italian word for very beautiful, and Diva is an international word, and in my heart, Diva is our divine energy. So Bellissima Diva is our inner divine diamond, our inner sacred space of gratitude, love, infinite beauty, inner and outer beauty, where we feel one with universal divine. So it's a place of bliss.
Um, for me, it seems like the souls. Of
Yeah.
course, we can say, and in spite of all the definitions, I believe that when we try to define something, what is soul, what is spirit, I mean, something is immediately lost. But I like the word soul also because soul is archetypically, traditionally feminine. And so for me, Bellissima Diva is, it has so much to do with that inner center, the way you describe it, the way I feel it from your word.
Yeah,
Uh, so
exactly.
with the soul.
With
Uh,
this,
was it a time? When did it come to you? It was part of your the story of your life.
yeah,
When? Yes, could you speak a little bit about it?
yeah, it is described in the book, and if someone who is listening who like the ebook can type below ebook, Italian or in English, and I can email the ebook. And basically, as each transformation passes through a chaos and a crisis. So 5 years ago, I was in the middle of a spiritual crisis because my life was apparently perfect. I
Mhm.
had a very important career, a company career, so very beautiful job, well paid, beautiful dress, a beautiful house, a beautiful family. But I wasn't happy. Something was missing in myself because I was living a life not on purpose, on divine purpose, not so my soul was screaming
Yes.
because I was very far from my Bellissima Diva, and my soul was screaming because my soul couldn't die with my Bellissima Diva still inside. So this is crucial for me to bring this to the world because our soul called needs to be contacted, connected, and we need to be aware of who we profoundly are as divine being in our feminine energy. It is the energy that is very important now in the world. Also, Dalai Lama and all spiritual guides prophesize that this is the area of feminine energy. The feminine energy is the energy of the water flowing through the rocks. It's very strong energy, much more than the masculine energy of the rocks. And it is the energy of love, compassion, of divine, of feeling one with the universe. In this place inner of our soul, as you said, for me, our Bellissima Diva, that has to do with beauty, inner and outer beauty, we feel to be divine with profound gratitude towards the universal divine that is in us and around us and serve us here and now. And from this space, we feel bliss and joy, the joy that is not connected to something external, the joy that comes from who we are, and embracing our energies, our divine talents, and nurturing them, recognizing with gratitude, and then serving the world with this talent in a circle of giving and receiving. This is Bellissima Diva about.
Well, you said it all. I mean, you said it all. It is so beautiful because you did a profound synthesis that can resonate with me. It can resonate certainly with a lot of women in the world because we are in the heroine's path. We are heroes and heroines of our own lives, and we go into the spiral of life. We achieve success, whatever success means for each one of us, and then we come to an archetypal point where things don't make sense again, and we need to be able to find, to dig our own gold inside of us, to go deeper, and to dive deep and to come again at the surface, and with resources and with new owning new parts of us, where the ancient life was, it has no more meaning. I mean, it is like a movie. We have seen the movie, we have been in the movie, but it is done. We don't want that movie anymore again.
Yeah.
And something is ready to be born again. It is not, these are painful processes most of the time, because we have to, it's the pain of labor. We have to give birth to ourselves, to our own feminine souls. And as you said, Elena, this feminine energy is so much needed these days, more than ever, because it is the bridge that connects the inside of ourselves, our true desires, our true needs, our true essence, our authenticity with the outside, so that it is the bridge that can help us transform and to build, to sculpt like a sculpture, the lifestyle that the soul says, yes, this is what I want to do. This is the way I want to live. And I keep falling in love with your name, with the Bellissima Diva. You know, you have a name of a goddess, of a Greek goddess, Elena of Troya, you know.
Yeah, but we are all Bellissima Diva. And I was born in a family as a lone child. And I suffer a lot to be alone, to be without sisters. Then traveling the world in international retreat of women with Bellissima Diva, I discovered to have many soul sisters all around the world. So we are all Bellissima Diva in the moment that we go inside of ourselves, because the real journey is inside of us. We really have the responsibility and the beauty and the gift to rediscover our inner divine diamond that has always been there, digging into ourselves, cleaning the layer, letting go the limiting belief, the conditioning, ancient wounds that we need to heal, and we are here to heal with compassion, love to ourselves. Because we cannot love other people if we don't start to love, to embrace ourselves as we are. So the first thing for us, for women in particular, that often have been taught to sacrifice, to love others, to support others, to take care of others, the first thing is to go inside and love ourselves. Because only from this space of alignment and of love, compassion, we can overflow our joy and love, really love other people. Letting go the sacrifice. There is no time for sacrifice, for compromises, for no but. There is no time for but. The time is here and now of going inside and see the divine diamond that we are, and share this with the world, with gratitude, with the universal design. Stay united, because I strongly believe in the circle of sisterhood, and the universe has made me this gift of being an alone child, so that I was struggling to look for sisters. And when I found to have all these sisters, soul sisters in the world, I realized in my heart that this is a tremendous gift. So only if we stay united and if we love ourselves, we are able to see also the diamond in the eyes of the other woman. And so we can be and dance in a circle of sisterhood, our own dance all together, and we can help to raise the vibration in terms of feminine energy in the world now, because the 2020 is the year of transformation of the whole humanity.
I would like, Elena, later to, I know that you are a wonderful numerologist. So I have this question for you. 2020 in terms of numerology, what is the message for humanity? But before, just let me say that the things you are saying, they speak so much to me. They resonate with me so much. You are speaking about the sisterhood. I'm an Aquarius, and it for me it makes all the sense since I was born. With that, I felt that I didn't belong to this world, and then when I started to a long life to find my tribe, the people that were resonating with new paradigms, new ways of being from the inside out. I felt it really at home. And also I learned with the feminine that we have to be at home in our own selves, because our body soul is really our first, it's our earth, it's our primary earth, it's our land, it's our root. And as you said, we have to accept and love ourselves. It's the only way we can be rooted enough to be empowered enough to go and through the challenges that this new paradigm, this new big shift in our civilization requires, because we will have clarity of purpose if we are rooted and grounded in our feminine essence. Of course, that men also have feminine, and we are also have masculine, and we are speaking generally not only in gender terms, but still coming to Bellissima Diva. One thing that also I love the name. The Aphrodite archetype, Venus Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty and sacred sexuality. I feel it is an archetype very much connected with me and you. So yeah. Venus also, Aphrodite dreamt us together much before that we dreamt to know each other in Florence, in beautiful Florence, in Il Salviatino. You are in a wonderful, most wonderful country, and most wonderful city. That is in my heart by many reasons. It was the last time I was with my beloved before he died. We were in his last journey of love with our family to say goodbye and to leave us memories of love. We were in Italy. It was his dream journey. So Italy for me is very special. And, you know, a Bellissima Diva and the work we have to do as women to go from female to women to goddess, to immanent goddess, the divine inside of us. Also, we are also part of that divine. We are in the heart of the goddess. And it is such a hard work for us women. It requires really that connection with Bellissima Diva. I will from now on, Elena, thanks to you, instead of saying soul, I will say more often Bellissima Diva. I just love it. You know, because our soul is our Bellissima Diva. Diva is the consciousness of the divine within. And that is beautiful, it's bellissima. For me, beauty is, first of all, an attribute of the divine, of the transpersonal, because the good is beautiful. And God, goddess, the transpersonal realm are also immanent good. Of course, that we have the shadow and the light. And for me, that is all woven in a wonderful in the wonderful tapestry of life. Yeah. But it's such a hard work for women to express, to have the audacity to express that beauty from the soul. Also because when I think about Venus archetype along these 2,000 years of patriarchy, it was the most desired and most hated goddess, because she's so desirable, and women are have so much envy of her, but they cannot connect with the goddess inside. And for the intellectual realm, it is kind of I can't remember the word in English. It is devaluated for the intellectuals. But in general, you know, it is a difficult and most unfortunately not well understood archetype, because Venus is so full of compassion and so full of love and so full of alchemy, healing alchemy for our own lives. So what do you do, Elena? What do you do with women as you are a soul stylist? I love that. I love that designation, soul stylist. For instance, if a person wants to work with you, what would you do with? I know that you work mainly with women, but also with men. So, would you like to speak a little bit? Well, how do you guide the process? If you work with groups, if you work individually,
Okay.
methodology as well.
My support is very deep. So the starting point is awareness. So is numerology, true numerology, that is a science that coming from quantum physics, that is the spirituality of numbers that represent our energy coming from our name, surname, date and place of birth. Like astrology, there are two fundamental pillars, so you for astrology, me for numerology, to give to the person, to the woman, but also to the man, or to the couple, because there is also the relationship numerology, the map, the energy, the description and the transmission of their energies. In the light part and the shadow part, so the challenges in terms of energy, because the soul before reincarnation has decided the scope of this life and the key energies. So we need to be aware, first of all, of our energies in order to take the responsibility, and this is a decision of the person, to take the responsibility of this energy that are gifts from the universe, of the talents that are reflected in the energies, of the scope of life. For example, for me is beauty and harmony, and is the service, because as a destiny number, I am a 6, the guardian angel.
So am I.
I'm a 6 coming from a 24, so coming from the construction of the 4 at the service of the sensibility of the 2, in the service of beauty and harmony. So this is my scope in this life. And with all the other energies that reveals the challenges that I have to face, and I need to be aware and embrace with gratitude anyway, because they reminds me the light part, so my talents that are unique, and they are the challenges that my soul has decided before reincarnation in order to grow in awareness. Because we are here as souls to grow in awareness. We have arrived in this world with empty hands, and we will leave this world with empty hands. But in our soul, in our heart, there is the awareness, and it's our responsibility to grow in awareness. That is the key, the light in the dark. We can switch it on or not. So this is the core of my programs. And there is a transmission of this map that has been designed by me after studying different type of numerology, including also some numbers of the Kabbalah, like the name and angel of God and the archetype number that are very, very important. And then there is the sessional transmission, one or more, to go deep, and then the human had the decision to take the responsibility of their energies and to go through a ritual that is a meditation, because I have designed meditation, guided meditation. One of these is a ritual of activating the map and the Bellissima Diva inside of the woman. Very, very beautiful guided meditation with a very beautiful music that has been given to me by a friend of mine, musician of the Maggio Musicale Fiorentino.
I confirm, Elena. I must say that I confirm that it is the most beautiful meditation. I confirm, because I have gone through that process, through that journey already. But and I know that you also do something, because there is another passion of yours, Elena, which has to do with beautiful, beautiful dresses. So,
yeah,
I love beautiful dresses as well, you know. So what can you say? And can you show us some of the dresses you just designed to help these women? Because you also bring people and women and sometimes men, your clients, you sometimes bring, you have this process where you work with the soul, you work with the psyche, you work with numerology, you work very deep into the soul. And also in your coaching process, you help them to translate that inner richness into the way they present into the world. For instance, with dresses, with colors, you know. Can you show us something and tell a little bit of the stories of the dresses?
Yeah. So after this process of the woman working with me, or the man, and rediscovering her Bellissima Diva through numerology, and also working on meditation on the heart to open and recontact their heart, the alchemic power of the heart, and letting go the limiting belief, the conditioning, so working very, very deeply. Then there is the beautiful part, the outer beauty. So I support the woman and also men to dress, to celebrate, to adorn in a sacred ritual, her Bellissima Diva, with dresses that are personalized. So I'm also working on personalized and customized fabric, colors, because colors are linked to, connected to vibrations, to numbers, you know very well. And with the woman, we create together the dress. There is a person working in my team drawing the dress, drawing the fabric, and we create, that is customized for the Bellissima Diva of the woman. And then the woman in my package come here in Florence, and can come here in my villa that will be entirely for her in Fiesole, and with my team of makeup artist, hairdresser, and professional photographer, we will have this ritual of connecting inside, connecting the energy, and bring the Bellissima Diva outside, adorning her, and with the makeup, with the dress, and then with a very beautiful evening event in Hotel Salviatino. Often I choose this very magical place with a very beautiful energy from which you can see Florence, and it's very peaceful and relaxing. And the woman will have also her photo shooting, so she will have the pictures of her Bellissima Diva, because I have noted that the transformation is important also to bring it outside, in the material world, in the dimension where we live, and in the beauty of the woman.
Absolutely. The process has to go for full circle. And to be completed, for me, it also has to do, because the way we present it to the world is so much representative of the way we treat ourselves. And it is part of the extreme, the extreme heart of self self-care. And I know Il Salviatino, because of you, I stood there some days. It is absolutely magical and beautiful. So, Elena, could you show us the dress?
Yes. Okay.
Some of them,
Actually,
not all the collection, just some of them, just for us to see.
this is one of the dress. This is one of the dress. Can you see?
Yes, absolutely. I love that mermaid.
This is called One with the Ocean, because I love the color.
I love it, Elena. I want one. I want one. I love that color. That color it's from Aquarius. That is Aquarian color. That is.
This is another dress that is white, because a woman who likes to be in white and feel white for her Bellissima Diva, with this silver part shining. There is always something shining in my dress.
Yes, because the soul is the shine of the soul. It's the light of our authenticity. I just love this. It's so pretty.
Then this is the gold. The gold is a very important color. Gold is a color of evaluation of our soul, of being grateful to our soul and giving our soul a divine value. So this is a gold dress.
It is so beautiful. It's the color of the
tail, with a long tail.
Beautiful. It's the color of the queen, and the queen is the master of the feminine and the masculine conscious and healed energies.
There is a violet with gold color. Violet is a color, this is a very spiritual woman with a Bellissima Diva, very spiritual. So she was very keen on this color. It is a mixture of violet and gold.
Beautiful.
And with this on
captivating, it's magical, you know. It's mysterious. And Elena, it is part, you design each one of them according to each client, right?
Yeah, we design together before they arrive here in Florence. This is the red in chiffon.
Wow.
We designed before.
Okay.
And now I have the project to design also the fabric.
Yes.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So with personalized fabric, with also ricami. How do you call it in English?
I can't remember.
Okay, but we understand. So
it's the sewing of the fabric, and but that is amazing. I just love the fabrics and the colors and the textures. But I must say that my favorite it's that blue in you. I love it, and also the golden one. I love gold. We were in Bali, and you were in a beautiful golden dress.
Yeah.
I was in a cream lace dress, and we had such a wonderful time with our wonderful branding coach Anna Sid. And Elena, so you create these wonderful pieces because you also love this. Your work is very much it's kind of a it also goes first full circle. You know, you work with the person, with the archetypes of the person, through the archetypes of the numbers in numerology. You work deep with you guide the person to a process of self-knowledge and to connect with the Bellissima Diva inside of the person, so that each woman and man, each woman and each man can rooted in that ground, which is their own soul, their own selves, their own truth, they can go and build that lifestyle, really. And that is also our masculine energy. It's to build outside. It is such a beautiful work. You know, it resonates sometimes. I believe it was 15 years ago when I was also working. I'm working with groups for a long time now, and from time to times I invited for instance, professionals of hairdressers or professionals of the catwalking in the for the models to learn to help to teach posture and the best way of walking and stylists. But what you do, it's like you are one, and you gather in yourself all that know-how, you know, and from that place of knowledge that you have, deep knowledge, experience, you conduct all the process also with the professionals. I would say that below we in this interview we will have all of your contacts, okay, so that
Thank you.
can reach you. And I certainly suggest and say, please contact Elena, because your work is so beautiful, so wonderful. And Elena, what do you think in the midst of these changing times? And we are so blessed that I have astrology and you have numerology, because they are so ancient wisdoms, languages that translate, I would say, such a beautiful, remarkable, inspiring wisdom that can guide us through this movement, through these transitions that we are facing. So what do you think are the greatest challenges for us, especially for women, of course, that also for men, for everybody, according to numerology, and especially as we are in a 2020 year, right? What would you say about the challenges of this year, and how can we transform them into opportunities, Elena?
Okay, the challenge this year in particular, 2020, is a year at cosmetic level, because each year has an energy at a cosmic level, so for whole humanity, and then has a personal energy that depends on the numbers of the person. At a cosmic level, the 2020 is a year of rebirth. So it's an alchemic year. That because 2020 brings to 40, and 40 is very similar in terms of energy to 13, that is a karmic number of the alchemist. I know it very well because I have the 13 as my vocation number. So it's a year that gives us the opportunity of dying and
Rebirthing, right?
Rebirthing as humanity. Rebirthing, to rebirth, we need to pass through the chaos, and we have seen. And this can be done only radicating, only coming back to our center, only going inside. Otherwise, we cannot rebirth, because we need to contact our divine. We need to be in alignment with ourselves, with our energy, with our profound divine nature, and then let go everything that no more resonates with our nature. We need to go to the essential, to the essential, and to what is also respectful to ourselves, to others, because we are one, and this coronavirus has shown us how we are interdependent, and to the mother heart. The 2020 is also the number of mother heart. So there is no more time for action of the human beings against the mother heart. We need to take our responsibility, go inside, love ourselves, and one with the heart, one with the universe. Let go everything and go to the essential. This is the first part. So the 4 of the 30 is very powerful.
Elena, just let me tell you, sorry to interrupt you, that these first months of the year, exactly through the experience of the virus, we had the opportunity to slow down and to come into ourselves, into our own houses and homes and places.
Exactly.
And to reevaluate what is really essential, because it's not always an easy task.
No, it's not an easy task. We need to be aware and have faith in the universe that everything that is happening, it's happening for our good, not for our bad. So the universe, since as human being, we have become so far human doing, not being. So doing, going out and escaping from ourselves, doing everything in the world. The universe has stopped us as human beings, not the nature, closed the door of our house in order to force ourselves to go in. So we had a very big opportunity in the quarantine to go within, to connect our divine nature and to connect our shadow part and light. It is not easy, of course, because going inside, we discover part of ourselves that we don't like, the shadow part. So it takes a lot of heart and courage.
And mentorship, that's why we all need coaches and mentors, right? It is absolutely vital and important that we receive the support from the persons that we choose to.
We never stop, because it's a process. It's a journey, you know. Also, you and me, we have a coach, because we continue. We need, the decision is to invest in ourselves and to take the responsibility of our life, because we cannot rebirth as humanity if we don't decide to rebirth as individual.
Absolutely. And so you were speaking about this process, the first part in numerology terms. So it's a part of for us to check and to gain clarity on what is essential. And the other part that we were speaking about.
The other part was the 4, that is a potential door in terms of energy to create in the material world. So this year there is a big opportunity, if grounded, if connected with our divine, and if we are disciplined also in the process, to bring this treasure in the material world, in the abundance. But it's fundamental, the connection with within. So it's a great opportunity also for the feminine energy. Quindi the 2020 confirm how it's crucial now, and there is no more time for procrastination, to contact our feminine energy, to be centered in our heart, and to put our mind, our logical part, our masculine energy at service of our heart. Our head is not the emperor, is the servant of our heart. Our heart is the emperor. This is key. And so we need to be aware. Awareness is the key. Start a dialogue, an internal dialogue between the mind and the heart is the key. Not refusing anything is the key, because if we refuse something, if we, for example, our mind has a lot of fears in this moment, because it's a moment of out of control, and our mind wants to control. Our mind doesn't like the unknown. So this is why we have a lot of fears in our mind. So it's important not to refuse the fears, because otherwise we're going to fuel and to give them more power, but to be centered in our heart, and from our heart, from the space of our heart, look at the periphery, the emotions that are coming and going with distance, like weaknesses, and so they, as they have come, they will go.
Mhm.
So it's this work is crucial in general, but even more in the 2020. Another thing that is important in the 2020 is the inclusion, the cooperation, that is a part of the value of the feminine energy. So only if we cooperate together, we can succeed in rebirthing.
Absolutely, the feminine values of cooperation, whether in a family, whether in a entrepreneurship, organizations, institutions, and nations. Well, we have to cooperate with each other, definitely. And also that you said, the heart has the synthesis point between heaven and earth, between the me and the other. Yeah. And the seat of the soul, the seat of Bellissima Diva, our heart, because it has an intelligence, the intelligence of the heart, right? That is, it has more power, I would say, to and more clarity for our choices.
Yeah.
And also more strength for us to pay the prices needed to the ones we should pay to really evolve with the faithfulness to our own destiny or purpose or mission or whatever the person wants to tell it. Elena, I've been seeing that we have been receiving hearts from several people, and of course that and people are saying hi, and later on, of course, that this video will be seen by much more people. But then here, maybe before I ask you the final question, and we'll speak a little bit about some conclusions, maybe I would say that for some people that are watching us live now on Facebook, if they would like to drop us a question, now, this is the time, please write them down. And this is the time, whether on your page that you are transmitting, you are broadcasting also in your page or in mine. So I would say that if you would like to put some questions to me, especially to Elena, of course, because we cannot. Isabel is saying that numerology seems to be a fascinating subject, Elena.
Oh.
Yes, and she's saying that our mind has to obey to our hearts. I understand, but sometimes I feel a little bit confused. You are great. Thank you. Isabel is saying to you, Elena, wonderful. Oh, we have wonderful comments already. Of course, that it's not easy. Sometimes we feel a little bit confused. But let me check about more comments. How can we be not so confused sometimes? Or Elena, what do you think?
Actually, confusion, be angry, happy, or jealous, or irritated are all emotions.
About more I'm sorry, because I've done something here. Elena?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, just something here I did, but confusion, what could you do? What practices, for instance, I know that you like very much meditation, you wrote those beautiful meditations.
I think that it's important to go inside and to feel what's underneath confusion. How do you feel? Where do you feel in your body? So, taking distance, going inside, we take distance from what's happening outside, and we can see as a witness without judging. Because the important thing is that when we are centered in our heart is wise and it's without judgment.
It's quite a task to come from the to a place with less and less judgment and self-criticism and more self-acceptance and self.
Exercise, okay, that has an alchemic power of transforming things, very, very powerful. So when you start and you see the result, you will continue.
And you know, you said something that we have to feel in our body, and that is the feminine wisdom. And we have to learn to validate them, as well as we validate the left hemisphere of the brain, the rational one, the linear one. So we have to learn to trust again our body. That is part of the most, the precious gifts of the feminine, because our body knows. And
yeah,
so
our body speaks to us.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Elena, we are almost an hour went by. Can you imagine?
Yeah, about a confusion, I would like to say one thing. Thank you. We always need to thank you, because everything comes to say something helpful for us. So gratitude is the highest form of prayer, and saying thank you, not refusing, is already transforming.
That is so beautiful what you're saying. So being able to embrace certainty and uncertainty, doubts and clarity, different moments of life, chaos and the new order that.
And to surrender to the universe with trust. Trust is in the heart, and with gratitude, and the universe will take us by hand.
Absolutely, and gratitude is something very high, very elevated to me, very evolved, because what I have been testifying in a way is that not everybody yet are able of being grateful. Those who can go through the process of destruction, of death and rebirth, they are most apt to be grateful. Sometimes we don't surrender enough to go through the destruction. I mean, to the destruction, yeah. To the death of the old story, of the old lifestyle, of the old me. And if we get stuck, you know, in that part of it will be hard for us to feel gratitude. So yeah. I find it so beautiful also in you, the shining power of gratitude, you know, and you have it so much in yourself. It is very inspiring, Elena.
I'm grateful to the universe also because for the courage that has given me to embrace my soul call that I have refused for quite many years. And then I surrender. And I describe in my book the moment in which I surrendered. It was so beautiful. It was a moment of bliss, really, because I really feel in the wound of existence, loved by existence.
Loved by existence.
This is why I would like to share with other women, because each of us has this gift inside, this divine gift, and we really cannot leave the body without having rediscovered.
Absolutely, Elena. And I'm certain that you will have lots and lots of work with women and men all over the world. And I hope lots of people will also come to wonderful Italy and Florence to work with you. And we kind of have a project of joining our numerology and astrology together.
For sure, and doing some retreat together, also in Italy, some Bellissima Diva numerological and astrological retreats. We will
have news. We will have news, ladies and gentlemen. Just just be tuned for some news. And I would like to, you spoke about the courage to surrender, and I would like to also to congratulate you, Elena, and to also, I don't know if you still have your wine there, but I would like to make a toast to you with my your Tuscany wine. I love it. A toast to you, to the courage of being faithful to ourselves, to our soul, Bellissima Diva calling. And of course, a toast to everybody that is watching us all over the world and will watch after. Once again, you have the contact of Elena with this interview. And thank you so much, my beautiful soul sister from Italy, beautiful Elena. Thank you so much. Many blessings. And how do you say in Italian?
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Chin, thank you so much to you, Vera, and all Portugal.
Thank you, Elena. It was wonderful. Many blessings, and we'll see you. We'll see you again.
Okay. Thank you. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. I don't think that we want to get out of the initiative. People are saying, sending their love to us. Love to everybody in Portugal and in Italy, in the world. Thank you.
Okay. Remember the video, Vera.
Oh yes, you must see, you must watch the video, because also Elena has a wonderful ebook that is offering to you. So please don't miss. And if you have any question, please just email or just send
below ebook, and I will send the English version of the book.
Elena Chiari on Facebook. Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.